Good afternoon, lads and lassies. The Irish Demon here, back with another video. Rule number 1 about making a video about definitely not being triggered is to make 5 videos about the person who definitely did not trigger you. Of course, I'm talking about Daniel Pratt. As some of you may know, he got his own channel deleted the other day, but decides to blame me. So anyway, all of you chatbots out there, let's buckle up because this is pretty vile. And because it's so vile and I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube, I'm going to use a legend of sounds to cover over some of the nasty words that Mr. Pratt here uses. So the first word is linked to a certain group of people during World War II that starts with N. And for that, we're going to play this sound. And the next thing is for a certain bit of group of people who maybe like little small humans way too much, if you know what I mean. And for that, we're going to use this sound. And then for any other swear words, we'll see if we need it or not, but we're going to use this sound. So I hope that doesn't get too confusing. You might have to do a bit of lip reading to understand what he's saying. But it is literally that vile that I cannot actually leave those words in. I am going to do something with this video where for any money that I get from advertising for this video or super chats, I'm going to match it myself and I'm going to give it to somebody who needs it a lot more in the name of Daniel Pratt so that at least something positive can come out of what this disgusting human being is saying. Now just remember watching this video, folks, he is definitely not triggered.
Sorry guys, it's a little confusing with the new channel and all that and getting readjusted. Did that fat, worthless, compulsive liar Irish demon, did he explain why he's such a Nazi defender, such a avid lover, and why he gets so upset every time I expose? Is it because he is a? Did he explain that yet? Why he defends and so adamantly and gets channels deleted that expose him? Did he explain that? I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss if Irish Demon explained why he loves and so much. If you could leave a link, I'd love it. Thanks.
So let me break down the timeline of this absolute triggly-puff over here and how he deals with people. And he's done this a few times to me and others. This is his modus operandi. Basically, he presents a stupid argument that makes no sense. Then that argument gets destroyed by people like me and Simon Dan and Team Skeptic, FTFE, and essentially everybody in the world. Then he tries to challenge you to save face to a debate or an intelligence test. You accept. He backs down like a baby back bitch. And then he turns to all he's able to do, which is to use the most vile possible language to try to put you down. It never works. Nobody ever watches these videos and actually thinks, yes, that person is or even a... And it never ever works. He's got his few loser friends that follow his videos that believe that stuff anyway, so it makes absolutely no difference. As for exposing people, Daniel, we'll get to that a little bit later. But when you turn around and call me one of those things, you are just showing how you have nothing left. You've got no argument. You ran away from a debate against me and claimed that you won already somehow, even though you challenged me and then ran away like a bitch. The other thing that came to mind is that you said that you exposed me as being a... when in actual fact, I have actively gone out and hunted those people down. I have taken time out of my own day when I was really sick to go out and actually catch those people. And not only that, Daniel, but I've had those people put in prison for what they've done on countless occasions. So you calling me one of those, you couldn't be any further from the truth. And it's just really strange to me how all of you flat earthers do the same thing, where as soon as you get backed into a corner, all you can think about is that kind of stuff. Inappropriate sexual things with little people. It's really strange that all of you go to this weird, aggressive sexual state when you've got nothing left. I think it's because you're one of the last remaining Neanderthals on this planet that your brain is just so simple that it goes straight to sexual aggression. What is wrong with you, man?
So you notice on the last video where I called the Jew Susan Wojcinski out for being the ministry of truth whore she is. Look at the thumbs. I can't barely keep up with the comments. but I'm the triggered one.
Yes, you are the triggered one. So triggered that you are laughing maniacally on a video while calling people these vile things because you've got nothing left. Absolutely nothing. You are nothing.
See, this is where the globe slave lover cucks let all their fellow little lovers know what my new channel is so they can come and do the only thing they're good at, Nazi censorship, and getting their slave master, Susan Wojcicki, the Jew Nazi, to delete me again.
So this guy talks about censorship, yet he's the same one that not only deletes comments but bans people from his page, and he also turns off his comment section when it gets a little bit too hot in there. But of course, none of you guys watching this that go over and comment there actually exist, because according to Daniel, you are all NASA chatbots. I shit you not, he actually believes that. So leave a comment down below to let Daniel know that you are not a NASA chatbot.
These globe trolls are obsessed with triggering people. They think I'm so triggered.
The funny thing about this video, now just bear in mind, each one of these is a different upload. So he just made video after video after video because he was so
triggered.
And then he turns around and he says that he's absolutely not
triggered.
But everybody knows. You're kidding nobody. Every single person watching your video and my video knows that you absolutely are
triggered. No, I just put another notch in my belt because I, a little nobody with a shitty little Android phone from my garage, terrify corporations like NASA, YouTube, with the Nazi Jew Susan Wojcicki running it. How convenient, a Jew that grows up to be a Nazi Ministry of Truth. The irony. And I terrify that bitch. I make her piss her little panties. She has to continually delete a nobody from his garage because he destroys her narrative constantly. That's almost as funny as electing Joe the Biden as president.
This loser actually thinks that Susan Wojcicki, or in fact anybody high up in Google or YouTube or whatever, actually cares what he talks about. No, they don't. When people flag your video, it's first of all probably just something in the algorithm that picks up on your disgusting language and then probably deletes you because so many people have complained about it or whatever the case may be. He always goes on about them trying to censor Flat Earth. That's nonsense. There are thousands of Flat Earth videos out there. In fact, there are people in the Flat Earth community, whatever, like Nathan Thompson. Oh, well, maybe not him because his YouTube channel did get banned for some hateful shit, but there's a lot of Flat Earth channels out there that have been up for years that have thousands of videos, thousands of hours. It's pretty mainstream anyway, so you thinking that they're trying to like hide it and all that stuff and that you actually scare them is nonsense. The only way somebody like you scares somebody at Google is that day when you actually do completely snap and go in there with some kind of a firearm.
I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me. I guess it's just me that thinks it's weird that when I come out and expose like Bill Gates that hung around with Jeffrey Epstein, that had a child trading employee working at his house, arrested at his house, when I expose like Anthony Weiner, when I expose that NASA was created of, by, and for to lie to you about where you live to hide God.
So this guy actually believes that it's him that exposed Epstein, Bill Gates, Weiner, NASA, etc. He actually thinks that he is the one that figured out that Wernher von Braun was in fact one of those guys. Seriously, this guy is really messed up in the head that he actually believes that him sitting down at a computer saying, I'm exposing this guy, is actually him exposing people. No, I went out and actually found those guys and got them put away. That is exposing somebody. You sitting there and coming up with some nonsense and saying, this guy is a meh, and then you think that's exposing somebody? No, that's you making shit up. You finding a story about Epstein, who was definitely one of those guys, without a question of a doubt, and I hope he burns in imaginary hell. That's not exposing somebody. That's taking a news story and telling people that you know about it. You didn't expose shit.
These people get so upset. It's amazing. Take Shauna Stawkins, for example. I think the only thing Shauna Stawkins loves more than crack is and that's weird, if you ask me. I guess I'm in the minority now. I guess the minority of people only think disgusting, degenerate, criminal and not are the pieces of shit that they are. Apparently, if you're a globe riding, you just think they're great. That's why channels like Irish Demon, Sean Hawkins, Fight the Flat Earth, Team Skeptic, name the litany of other sympathizers that love to the point where if you expose them, they throw an absolute shit fit temper tantrum and start mass flagging your videos to get your channel deleted because they love and more than anything on earth and ridicule us because we love God. Oh, vengeance will be his.
Am I the only one here that thinks this is the kind of guy who's likely to go and do something that ends up on the news? He's completely deluded, sexually violent, and has these unbelievable, just crazy, almost like schizophrenic beliefs that he really thinks that what he's saying is true. This kind of stuff is terrifying, frankly. I'm not afraid of this guy, but I can see how this stuff goes to a whole other level. I spent the last 4 or 5 years working in a courtroom listening to people like this get put away for doing some really horrific stuff. This guy's a danger to himself and anybody that he comes in contact with. He's really messed up in the head and truly believes what he's doing, which is the dangerous part. That it's not just him talking shit like a lot of other flat earthers. It's him actually believing that what he's saying is the truth and that he's believing that all of these people are out to get him and all of that kind of thing. Anyway, lads and lassies, this is probably going to be the end of the Daniel Pratt saga, depending on, what comes up next. I'll make sure and have my people at Google go and delete his channel and whatever some random guy who's nearly got 4,000 subscribers, by the way, so make sure and hit that like button and subscribe down below if you haven't done so already, and we'll have a big old party when we get to 4,000. But he thinks that I and other, globe shills have the power to get him deleted and censored, and that we're all just dirty, those things that he said. Anyway, let's pass this off with a nice laugh montage. Lads and lassies, thank you so much, and sláinte.
Triggered.